Yeah. Kids want sniff, I'm good. All the kids want something to do. Yeah, all I wanna do is sniff some blue. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, high as a kite. Alright, we're gonna talk about glue here in a second, but I want to clear the air right quick about something. I've done this, I've kind of hinted around about this a little bit, but some moron got on my shit a while ago and left a smart ass message, and it said, it seems you don't like Jerry. Didn't Jerry build your car? Well, let me clear the air for you a little bit. If you wasn't there and you don't know the story, my suggestion is for you to stay the fuck out of it. But I will tell you a little bit about it. Let me tell you a little bit about it right quick. How about that? So, there was a deal made. Yeah. The deal was made between me, Jerry Duck, as a person to hang out with. Jerry is cool. Yeah, he's fun to hang out with. He's a funny dude. Would I have him do a box again, or let me put it this way: would I have him participate in that? Fuck no, no. The only person I'd be using is Duck. Now, let me give people some credit here. Jerry was gung ho in the beginning and stuff. He's wanting some views on his channel. That's the main reason that he even done the car, is because he wanted views. And his money was tight back then. He didn't have a job. I'm not gonna get into all his personal shit, but I'm just gonna tell you that what was agreed upon wasn't done. No. That brings me to the glue part. I'm gonna show you all about this glue. I bought the fucking glue for the whole goddamn car. I bought the damn spray foam for the whole fucking car. That wasn't the deal. The deal was to do the damn car and all that be taken care of in the price. Wired and tuned and everything. Now, Duck didn't have shit to do with the wiring. No. Ryan done a good job neatening up shit, but basically what the deal was is Ryan wasn't even part of the deal. Now, I'm glad Ryan came down there. Ryan's a jam up guy. I don't know if you know Ryan from Team Control Pressure. I don't know Ryan's last name. I forgot it. Sorry, Ryan. But, Kenny was working for Duck, but he was coming down on the weekends for free. And so did Ryan. Ryan came every weekend, guys, gals, and morons. He didn't miss a fucking day, and he doesn't live close by. Ryan really, really is a cool motherfucker. I like him a lot. I'd probably whoop somebody's ass over Ryan. Ryan's a good dude. He really fuck is. I mean, he is a good guy. So, I just want to say, a lot of respect for Ryan. Ryan's raised right. I don't know his parents. I heard his dad's a cool dude, but you can tell he's raised right. I don't dislike Jerry as somebody to hang out with, but I would not use Jerry on another enclosure build if my life depended on it. I'd rather die. How about that? I'll just keep it at that. I'm not going to go into all a bunch of details. But the reason that car is noisy as fuck, Jerry. The reason a lot of equipment got fucked up, Jerry. The reason the wiring was half-assed, Jerry. I could go on and on and on. So if you want to use him, that's up to you. My recommendation is stay away. If you want to hang out with him and shoot the shit, great guy. Can't say nothing bad about that. Uh, and I'm not on here to talk bad about people, but when I got fuckers getting on my channel going, well, didn't Jerry build it? And Jerry's louder than you. Well, he ain't louder than me because I don't have a bass build. Do you mean my son's car? Well, no, he's not. He's definitely not louder than Miller's car. I know that for a fact right now. You want to put money on it? Bring your goddamn wallet. I'm gonna take your money. I will put my money where my mouth is. That fucking car will destroy Jerry's shit on an SPL meter. Period. It's not gonna happen. I've been in his truck, guys. I know what it does. His is not even made for high SPL stuff. It's made for damn lows. Now, here's the thing about lows. Do I like to win stuff? Yeah, it's cool sometimes. But the human ear can't hear below 20 hertz. So when you got guys out here going, I'm playing 15 hertz. Okay, well, you're flopping some fucking air around. All you're hearing is the mids and highs, and you're hearing the car rattling. You're not hearing anything but wind flopping. You're not hearing a tone. Your ear cannot pick that up. Guys, if you don't believe the shit, Google it. Google's a special tool now that people don't use a lot of, or use a search engine. Back when I was younger, we had to use what they call encyclopedia. You had to fucking know how to read and look through a book. Shit like that. Talk to girls and shit. You had to talk their panties off. You didn't send them a text. I just walked right up to a girl and tell her I'm gonna drop her drawers. That's what I used to tell them. They'd either slap the fuck out of you. Well, now they always thought I was joking, so they usually just pulled them down. But I don't have a problem with Jerry as a person to hang out with. I just don't want no more dealings with him. I'm glad he moved. To be honest with you, I really am. I'm glad he moved away. I'm very happy of that. But if it was up to me, people will keep asking me about enclosures and who's the best and who's this and that. There's a lot of good builders out there, but for a local guy, and I consider Duck to be local, he's only 3 hours away. That's not that far. He's kind of like not just a little bit on the other side of the state line. He's not that far out. That's who I'd go to, Duck, for a fourth, a sixth, sealed, flat wall, whatever the fuck you want. That's gonna be the guy. He's doing a buddy of mine shit right now that, listen, I wouldn't have my buddy go see him and pay him to do this shit if I wasn't positive he's going to do it. I mean, that's the thing. Duck follows through on his shit. It's taken him a little while just because he's got a job, guys. He's kind of does stuff in the field that I'm in. He asked me one day, he's like, man, is this a good job, good money? I said, fuck yeah. Now, I ain't gonna tell Duck secrets, but Duck's probably gonna come out with Killer Little Bill pretty soon. I'm thinking. We've been talking about it. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'll let his work speak for itself. He does a jam up job, and his damn enclosures are killer. Jerry filmed more than he done work. I'll just put it that way. He filmed a lot and talked a lot, vaped and smoked. I mean, that's just Jerry, man. I don't know him that good. There's people that know him way longer than I have. But from the time I've known him, which is about 2 years, 2.5, something like that, he vapes, smokes, and talks and films. I mean, that's what he does. Does he have experience in car audio stuff? Yeah, but not as good as he thinks he is. No. And that's what I did, guys, is I could have done all the shit myself. I used to do that kind of work. But I didn't have time to do it. But I ended up going down there anyway because it was me, Duck, and Ryan at the last minute busting our ass to try to get it to a show. I get it to the show, and Papa amp because Jerry had it wired in the dirt. That was the third amp that blew up, second or third, from the same thing. That shit costs me money, man. When it starts costing me money, that's when I start go, hey, either you can help out with those costs and fix the shit, which that should have been the deal, but no, I did it. Um, if I was to use anybody now, it would be Duck, and Ryan's a good guy, and Kenny's a good guy. He's a good kid. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's just a laid back kid. I like his dad too, Big Kenny. I met some cool people down there at the shop. Paul's a cool guy. Roy's a cool dude. I don't have a problem with him. Great guy. Paul Holden. Don't have any problems. Great people. I met a lot of other people down there. People that's running the fried rice shit. No problems. Good guys. They didn't do nothing to me either. They didn't cause me problems. So that's the deal. So don't get on my channel and say some dumb shit about didn't somebody do something. No, I'm just going to say no, he participated. He didn't build shit. He participated in building. I had to fix more when I got home than he done on the job. How about that? That's true. But the parts that Duck did, no problem. If there was a problem, I wouldn't have went back to him and said, man, can you do me some pillars? Can you do my buddy's car? Me and Duck get along great. Great fucking guy. His whole family's good people. Anyway, let's talk about some glues, y'all. Let's get this over with. So this is the kind of glue that you need to use when you're gluing two pieces of wood together, like two flat pieces of plywood, birch, whatever you're using. This glue is expandable glue. So you can clamp it together and it's going to expand. So if you smear it out and brush it on, it's going to ooze out the side. And when this shit gets hard, it's harder than $9 worth of jawbreakers. Or harder than a damn Ron Jeremy's pecker when he was younger. That stuff works. This is what you want to use when gluing two pieces of wood together. It's waterproof and all that. It goes on clear, it foams up, turns white, and it's hard. This shit will break screws if you try to screw into it without the screw lube. All the glues, the reason I like these glues, they're all made by the same company in Turkey. I think that's Turkey. They changed the way they used to spell it, I believe. I think they didn't want to be called Turkey, like gobble, 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 gobble. So I've noticed the name had changed the way they had spelled it a long time ago, but it used to be spelled the other way. The stuff that you want to put in the holes when you, or if you're trying to glue like wood to metal, metal to metal, shit like that, this shit right here is bad to the bone. And it does the same thing. It goes on clear, it swells up like it swallowed a couple Viagra. And it's also made by the same company. Go to www.crackenbond.net. And CA glue, let's talk about this stuff a little bit. Now this is basically an accelerator, and the reason I like this stuff, it's made by the company that makes the glue. This is also made by Crack and Bond. This is their accelerator. It's called WOW. Alright, this is their glue. The label come off, but I can assure you this is Kraken glue, and it's made by the same company. The label just come off, but this stuff is killer. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is when it goes on clear and it turns white, chalky looking. So what I do is I'll go over top of it with some Star Bond but this is better than the Star Bond. This is a hell of a lot stronger. I just used the Star Bond to cover it up, like covering up a cat turd. Star Bond is made by a Japan company, the CA part, and the accelerator is made in the US. So I'm sticking to a company that makes all their glues. They're professionals at it. This is the best shit. There ain't nothing on that car falling apart that's glued. Nope. I've even got the brace glued in the top with bolts, and that glue ain't even broke loose, y'all. None. No. It's tough shit. Now, this is for Chad, Bad Chad. Bad Chad, if you don't know how to put a damn dust cap on a speaker, you probably don't need to be telling me how the speaker works. But this right here is what you want to use. And you're going to say, what the hell is that? Well, this is from China. Yeah, and you've seen it. You just hadn't seen it in this box before, because when you go to the store, you pay for this. You pay for that plastic cover that the United States puts on it. Yeah. But this shit's made in China. B6000, that's what I use. That comes in that box. Straight out of China. Cheap as hell in China. You buy it from the US, you're gonna pay 3 times as much. Not right now with the tariffs going on. Alright, this is the glue that you glue and that's what you glue dust caps down with, Bad Chad. And you can get them off if you needed to without having to use a damn angle grinder to get the other glue off. You can reuse your dust cap, and it will not come off the speaker. That's what I use on the fried rice 12s, which move a shit ton of air. They're 37 millimeter X Max. How about that? All right, here we go. We got the EC4000 Lord of Bass. This is what you use on the surrounds on a Recon, and you use it on the Spider landing for the Recon. I was told to use the EC4000 by Corey Otis. I'll take his word for it. I said, do I need a landing ring? No. Use EC4000. He didn't say nothing about this brand, but Lord of Bass makes good stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. They know. And the reason they got a stronger one, it's a EC10000, but that 10,000 has a shelf life, and you got to put it in the refrigerator. It's got to be a certain temperature and all that shit. So I got a bunch of those right here. That's what I'm gonna do or am I gonna buy the glue kit from Fight? It costs a whole bunch of money, or I can get this shit. This is gonna do it. This is rubberized CA. I'm taking Corey's word for it, guys. If the man can build, if he can build 4 Recons in just a matter of literally minutes. If he didn't have to wait on the glue, he was done in minutes. And why other people it takes 3 months and 4 months and shit, I don't understand that. They should be here tomorrow or the next day, all of them. He done the shit in about 5 hours total. I mean, I'm not no shit. When I say five hours, that's glued, put together, shipped, and all. He had the shit done between 6 p.m. to about 9:30 p.m. and the next morning at 9 p.m. he was done. In other words, he went to bed and all that, but he was finished with it the next day. Bad Chad. If you're going to run temperatures up to 500 degrees, this is the glue you're going to have to use. Yeah, but you're probably a moron or a retard to even run it that hot. This is just a safety precaution. This is what I'm going to glue all those coils, even the 5 coils, with this shit right here. Guys, let me tell you something about a warranty. Read the warranty stuff on a lot of these speaker companies. I don't have a problem with Five, but their warranty's bullshit. Yeah, Five, you got a shitty warranty, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I don't have any specs on the subs I got. No TS parameters, no RMS power ratings, no max power ratings, no nothing. No box specs, no anything. Nothing. And they say, well, try these out. Okay, I did. Y'all saw what happened. The sumbitch just give out. The subwoofer gave out. That's a factory defect, right? It is, in my opinion, when you don't have any specs, you don't have nothing to go by. I didn't even push them as hard as fucking the regular HCs. No, I didn't. They just give out. And here's the thing: they told me in an email, yeah, it's just a sub failure, not abuse. I mean, I guess you could call it what you want to call it, but no, it wasn't abuse. The coils looked perfect as far as, till they started crinkling up. But as far as the workmanship, that craftsmanship sucked. Especially when they said, well, we can re-glue them. I mean, we can glue them extra good. I'm like, well, what's that going to cost? And it was going to be more money. And I was like, man, just send me the goddamn cone. After it took me 3 weeks to get in touch with them. That's no shit. Now, they did answer the phone one time, and I'm giving straight up experiences with these companies. I don't care if they like me. I don't give a shit. They can't cut me off. They don't know where I'm getting it. I can order another fucking cone tomorrow, and they say, never sell him another cone ever. I'll have somebody else order it. That's why I don't care. So if they don't care enough to answer my phone calls or my text messages or my emails after 3 weeks, and then when they saw that American base shit come up on my damn shit, and I told them, I said, guys, I done got other subs coming. The next day, the damn recon was done. Now, they did tell me they only had 2 people working there. Guys, I can't do that. I get it, man, when people's behind, but you should have told me that when you sold me this shit. You should have said, hey, by the way, we only got 2 people building these things, so if it fucks up, you're not going to get anything extra. I even asked to have another subwoofer built, and the answer was no, because we don't have time to do the water jetting on the motors. So I'm like, fuck. I like to have a spare laying around. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen right now. So that's kind of why I shied away from that deal. Do I like them? The subs? Yeah. They could have been built better, obviously. Obviously, they know that was a weak link. Maybe that's their way of making money. Let's send them out something. It pops. We'll tell them we can upgrade it. Guys, that's the reason I picked the American base stuff, because it came upgraded. It already had the better cone, the better surround. I've said this. Now, to buy let me do like Bad Chad. To buy a MT line, I'll just put it this way: I can buy 2 fucking American base subs for the same price as one MT line sub, and I'm telling you, that MT is not going to beat that American base. No. Hell no. No. Bad Chad ain't doing nowhere near what I'm doing, or Miller's car. It's not even close. You just got to get in it to figure it out. I had the Fies in there. They do sound good. They're windy, powerful, but they didn't hold up, guys. They didn't last but 2 months. The harmonies beat them. It's the same box, the same size, the same power, the same everything. They didn't make it. I mean, that's just how it is. Am I going to try to make them live? Yeah, I think I got that figured out. You can epoxy the part of the speaker, but you can't do the whole damn cone, because if you do the whole cone, your FS is going to change. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be more mass. It's going to be heavier. As far as, I might need to call MB, though, to ask him what he thinks, or Chad. Might call Bad Chad. But that's what I'm going to have to do, is do some epoxy work on the back side. I've had the epoxy. I was prepared for all this shit. I'm thinking about even doing maybe some fiberglass matting on the back. Maybe 1 layer, just to give it some extra something to grab hold of. But hey, some people's going, well, that don't look good. I'm not in the deal of trying to build beauty, man. If it looks decent, that's fine enough. I'm not trying to make this a show car. It's a 16-year-old car, and most of them can't drive, right? It's a tumble turd. That's why we call it the rumble turd. It's going to be fine. But I thought I'd share with you what glues we use, the reason I changed the subs over. Am I going to run the fives back in it? Yeah. Yeah, I'll give them another chance, but I just think it's not good when a company says, well, we can re-glue it extra and you can pay for it and that'll upgrade it. Well, why didn't you do that? Glue is not that much money. You mean to tell me you couldn't take some glue and go, okay, extra glue? Why didn't they do that? And then come to find out, there's a lot of people that's had the same issues. Guys, some businesses sometimes are a little shady. You know, you got to kind of watch what's going on. And I told you this. I knew this in going into car audio stuff. This is the way it's been for years. That's why I'm here, to expose the shit. I'm the exposer, man. I'm either going to be your best friend or your worst nightmare. Yeah, that's the way I consider myself when it comes to car audio. I'm going to be your best friend or your worst nightmare, because I can tell the truth and it'd be a good ass product. And if it's a piece of shit, I'm going to tell the truth and it's going to hurt it. It is what it is. I'm not purposely trying to hurt nothing or stop anybody's sales or anything like that. I'm just telling my experience, my opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. I know some people's got two. They got a double barrel shotgun. Yeah. A buddy of mine, he had to have his butthole shut. He had two of them when he was younger. Had to have one sewed up. He had it over and under. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a good day. Thought I'd go through what was going on with some of this, why I say certain things and why I stick with certain products, and try, because I've tried PL, man. I've tried Tight Bond. That shit ain't worth a damn. It's an American company too, Tight Bond is, and this shit is not good. It does not beat this. No. Just because it's made in the USA doesn't make it the best, man. No, it doesn't. It's like German steel. German steel is way better than American steel. That's the truth. Do I like German people? Don't have a problem with them. Their past I don't like, what they did, but hey, their steel kicks our shit's ass. Most of the top fuel dragster fucking cranks and shit, and all these tractor pulling tractors, the shit comes from Germany. Yeah, because the steel over here breaks. It's just not good. We'll get back to that and it'll be good shit, but right now, German steel's the best shit out there. You guys take care. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. See you.